I'm excited right now. I feel like I'm on the cool throne because, as I always say, I love it when friends stop by in the control room. And look who's here! Oh my goodness! Easy. We got PFT commenter and Big Cat from the Pardon My Take podcast, the one podcast that's unfiltered and not afraid to go there. Gentlemen, welcome. How are you?
I told you, Kyle, I was not going to look at the right camera. I just was staring at myself.
I'm looking at myself right now.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Would it be okay? Would it make you feel more comfortable if I just talked like Jim Rome the whole time?
Sure, yes.
Romy, welcome.
Cut this fine.
How about your glow up from Jim Rome days to this? NFL Network having us idiots on here.
I'm so glad you guys are here because we got great games this weekend. We got Roethlisberger versus Rivers. I know you got takes. What's your take on this one, gentlemen?
I mean, the take right away, PFT, we said this the other day, we all have to sit back and be like, this might be the last time we see it. Two legends of the game. Big Ben's probably going to fake an injury. Phil Rivers is going to spit on someone. It's going to be a great game.
That's what's going to go down?
Yeah.
PFT, you agree?
I absolutely agree. This might be the last chance that we get for. We're going to get the takes of who won that draft.
Yes.
We're going to get like Eli's picture holding up the Chargers uniform before his dad demanded in pride and said, hey, send my son to a big city. Yeah.
But I know you guys love football, and everybody who comes through, we have every play in NFL history, every piece of video. So PFT, I'm looking at you, everything, ever. Watch.
How's that possible?
I'll show you. Watch. We have another thumb drive.
Can you show a Jay Cutler interception?
Sure, Jay Cutler interception. Oh, how dare you. PFT, I know you love the game.
I do,
when you go back to a young PFT in your adolescence, you were a teenager, a kid, what was the moment you said, man, the NFL is awesome? What was it?
I think when I first heard about Ronnie Lott cutting his finger off.
Okay. Give me some Ronnie Lott, Marco.
Look at that. So he lights this guy up, and look at him. He's like, my hand kind of hurts, but I don't need my pinky to play football, so just instead of like splinting it up, just cut the whole damn thing off.
Just cut it off.
Right off.
He did, He was like a precursor to Tim Tebow circumcising his own finger.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's how that did. And then the next week he had an interception, Ronnie Lott, right?
Yes, that's right.
And look, here it is. This is 9.5 fingered Ronnie Lott with a pick.
You don't catch with your hands, you catch with your eyes. That's what my dad told me.
Is that right?
Yeah, he wasn't very good though.
No, you catch with your soul.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And Big Cat, you know, we're talking about cutting off fingers.
Yes.
There's something that's going on as it pertains to the Houston Texans, who have the Browns this weekend. Tell the people at home what I'm talking about.
Well, I might have written myself a little check that I don't know what I'm going to do.
What do you mean?
We said the done chain is something we do on our show where we say we're going to cross off this team. They're done for the season. We did that with the Texans at 0-3, and then they won a bunch of games in a row. When they won a couple games in a row, PFT was like, they might be back. I said, nope, the done chain is final. If the Texans win the Super Bowl, I will cut off the tip of my pinky.
Whoa!
They won 8 games since the owner passed away. They have like the team of destiny feel going on.
They got some mojo going on, but I want to correct. The first thing Big Cat said was, I'll cut my pinky off.
Yes.
Somewhere along the line, this went from the whole thing to just the tip.
The beauty of it.
And now he's saying that he's going to sell pay-per-view and take all the money for himself.
I'll give you some money.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some money.
Keep all his fingers, though.
Listen, if you cut your own finger off, you better believe I'm cashing in.
Like, I will end up, the Texans will win the Super Bowl because of my bad luck. I'm a terrible gambler.
This is the one right here?
And I'll cut off the tip of it, and then what PFT just said, there will be millions of people being like, oh, you didn't cut the whole thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I found out, he told me, which might not be true, you can't sell body parts on eBay, so I can't sell
I've tried.
I think there's a dark eBay you might be able to do.
Hit me up.
Black web.
I'll sell it.
So, guys, one of the things you do, PFT, you guys do so well, is this concept of football guys. In a sentence, what is a football guy?
A football guy is a guy that's all about football, and when you take football away from him, he ceases to become a guy.
I was going to say, if you have to ask, you don't know, and you don't deserve to know. You can smell it when you see it.
Here's what these guys have done on Pardon My Take. They've done a really incredible thing. They took the American landmark, Mount Rushmore, and they used it as a mechanism to have sports.
That's right.
It was really cool. They came up with it.
So Rager keeps stealing it.
Peter rips it off all the time, but these guys invented it. I want you to take Mount Rushmore. What we're going to do right now is we're going to look at the 2018 football guys and put them in a Rushmore. Who comes to mind this year, gentlemen?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid? He's on the Rushmore. Tell me about Big Red.
Big Red, I mean, what can you say about the guy? Look at him. He's the only knock against Andy Reid is there he is calling timeout right now. His clock management. But he's figured it out this year.
Yeah.
He's figured it out somehow.
It got deflected. He was saying it got deflected.
Oh, is that right?
But then they gave him a timeout.
So
I thought he was cutting off his finger.
Andy's lucked into a lot of timeouts at the right times this year, so that's going to run out of it. Usually it's right around Thanksgiving.
Sure.
Yes.
After he needs to hibernate for a while. Yeah.
After he says full.
Yes.
All right, who's number 2?
All right, so Linval Joseph, if you remember, he had this, I think it was a fumble 6, and he ran, and big guys running, they go right to the oxygen tank. I love this because it is the most relatable moment when a pro athlete, the tippy top of an athletic specimen, and he's like, I need some oxygen. I cannot breathe. That's like me getting off my couch on Sunday.
On Sunday. 2 more guys. PFT, who's the next one? Who else do we got for 2018 football guys, Mount Rushmore?
Let's see. Who do we got? I don't know.
How about it?
It's Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia.
Okay,
now tell me why. I'm looking at some cargo shorts on Thanksgiving.
Let me tell you why. Because first of all, your posture needs to be a little bit better.
It's not great.
Let me
suck it in. It's more of a core thing. Sit up.
So this is a guy right here that does not care about his personal appearance at all. And that's step number 1 in being a football guy. You care about the product on the field. I don't think he's ever shaved. I think he's taken like Bill Belichick's. He's taken his sweatshirts and then just like stretched the sleeves out so they go beyond his fingers instead of cutting them off at the shoulders. Yeah.
Well, all the disciples take it. One of the greats. And I'm going to bring the thing home. I think Mike Vrabel has to have a home on this thing, right? So Mike Vrabel on 2018 Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
What's he doing here, Big Cat?
He does the wind sprints before every single game, and Coach Vrabel, I'll tell you, I love when coaches can still play, and you know that he could still play. We saw him at the Combine last year. He came up to us, gave us a nice slap on the back, and I was just like, ow, that really, really hurt.
He's got it, right?
Just like holding in my, like, oh, please don't hit me again. But that is a football guy.
First ballot. And also, I think going for it on 4th down a lot is a football guy thing to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, it's a guy that just hates numbers and hates math. Now, I like on the Mount Rushmore how Matt Patricia is right up front there.
Right where he belongs.
He looks like if Andy Reid was an Ewok.
Yes.
On the Forest Moon of Endor. These are the guys from Pardon My Take. Huge nerd. PFT commenter, Big Cat, listen to Pardon My Take. They're both legends. Guys,
thanks for having us, Kyle.
for both of you.
Thanks for having us, Kyle.